Hello, hello, YouTube. How are you on Thanksgiving? So to every American and Canadian, I think Canadians they also celebrate it. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Have a happy Thanksgiving and yeah, have a good time with your family and just chill and have a good time. Really, it's in these days it's very important to have people around you that you love and that loves you. So. Uh, yeah, I have, I think three times in my younger days, together with some friends, we prepared like an American Thanksgiving dinner, and uh, uh, we were not that skilled in cooking, but it tasted great. So I can only imagine, if you have some family members or yourself that can do the original, menu, I think that it's gonna taste absolutely fantastic. So here today. Now into the business here. Here today we are going to look into gold. We are measuring it against a variety of stuff, money supply, banking, just to see is gold still doing what it is supposed to do. It has stalled a bit here for the past few weeks, but again, nothing goes in a straight line. And yeah, let's dive in. And guys, if you wanna again X or Twitter, please follow me here on X. Trying to reach the 10K mark. Can you believe that 10K followers? That would be amazing. So help me there. And also, again, the Substack that is, daily updates on uranium, platinum, gold, crypto here and there, just a lot of things, platinum, palladium, oil, you name it. Um, Yesterday, a huge update for the stuff that we are following. So on uranium, we have energy, we have gold, silver. So yeah, again, try it out. Again, you can always, cancel and say that was not for me. Um, yeah, let's dive in. Let's dive in to see where we are in time. So you can see gold here. We have gold, the lovely gold. How are we looking? I'm trying to stay on the weekly. Sometimes I might go to the monthly. So we're looking long term, right? Long term views, not too hourly. And so, yeah, gold, man, ever since we broke that little beautiful 2075, a little bit of a false breakout here, both like boom. And ever since, we haven't really been looking back. We've only had, continuation patterns. And this here, again, is building up to also be what I think a continuation pattern before. How far could that take us, actually? I can't remember. Uh, yeah, we could see like 3K here if this pennant here holds, depending on when it breaks. Beautiful yellow uptrend here, clearly consolidating now. 30 weekly is hammering to the upside. Again, the pressure is to the upside. And yeah, some big red candles here. But again, we saw that over here as well, where we stalled for like a few months and then we went higher. I do think we are going to see 3K at least before anything major. Um, And also here you have the first target was met. You can see it here. If we add it on top there, you can see the first target was met right here, right? Overshooting, and now we're consolidating at that measured move from this inverted head and shoulders. Yeah, gold looks totally healthy. Again, nothing goes in a straight line, right? So the gold to silver ratio is could be concerning, actually. I did a video on that 2 days ago. Also, this little triangle here, if that breaks to the upside, usually, if you see spiking in the gold to silver ratio, you're having liquidity issues in the markets. Again, 2020, we all know what happened there. Excuse me, 2016 was also a little bit tricky there, but then you had also the big one in '08, right? And 4 years earlier, you had 2003. So sometimes we do have this 4 year cycle, and we could actually be entering that and potentially see that spike. Sometimes it doesn't come, but yeah, if that happens, gold is going to outperform silver, and that's usually when they both go down. So, but if we see a spike into like 100 here, maybe a little bit higher, markets again, just like here, they're gonna tank heavy, and just like in '08, right? So it's not only gonna be gold. But again, if that doesn't happen, we obviously want to, right, to have this one to go down, right? When that happens, if that happens, silver is going to do extremely well and we'll go to, yeah, you've heard it before, but again, if we break this big bear flag down here, silver's going to hit 50 plus. In my opinion, the triggering level is 75. That will be, the big breakdown. So we are quite far away, and we have still some work to do to get there. But yeah, looking at the gold divided by inflation. We're gonna zoom out here. We're gonna just again one trend line says it all, right? Look at that beautiful mega oh whoa mega cup and handle with a little handle here breaking out. Um, Again, from a technical point of view, gold is clearly outperforming, clearly outperforming inflation. That's good. That's cool. But also here we could see a little bit of a retest kind of scenario where we just need a little bit of a check back and then we go again, right? So but overall long term, weekly, monthly, again the breakout here. This is a 40-year breakout. 1980, 2011, and then you have 2020 here. And yeah, we broke on the fourth like we normally do, right? One here, two, three, breaking, potential retest, and then we hammer. A little bit of a, you know, hype kind of thing here. If you measure the cup there to the upside here, we are getting roughly 50 here. Roughly 50, meaning over the next 10 years, whatever, 8 years, 10 years, 6 years, depending on the speed of things. Again, the target is roughly 50, and you will have gold outperform inflation by 5x. And inflation will not be low. It will be, you know, historically very high. So that is, again, a beautiful scenario for gold. Gold divided by the SPX, which is one of the more important ones. The SPX or the SP 500 is still in charge, I will say. Even though we have been breaking here, retesting, the big 2011 high here. So gold is trying, but I need to see this one here, right? That one there to break to the upside. You're having a flat 30 weekly, excuse me, a monthly, what's it called? 30 monthly moving average here. If we can start to break to the upside, let's say we're going to break, check back, and then we go. I mean, you're going to have gold outperform the SPX. That means, the big guys who invest, they are seeing this and say, should I go into gold or into the SPX? If this starts to climb, they will say, hey, gold is a better choice, right? Again, from 11 until now, clearly SPX has been by far the best product to be in. So you can also argue here rounding. Again, meaning sometimes in, I don't know, 2030, we could be at the highs here again, and you could have a 300% outperformance by gold versus the SPX. So I will say the level that you want to, again, say, this is gold's time will be, a clear move past roughly 0.49. At that point, gold could be saying, hey, I'm in charge now. You've been in charge for the past 15 years. Now it's my time. But until that's the case, right? Right now it's neutral. You really don't care. However, it still favors a little bit the SPX here. So that would be amazing. Let's see which way it goes. The NDX, that is the Nasdaq. Look at that beautiful big parallel, right? And we have a trend line going down here from basically 2013. So we're talking 10 years. This is not in my opinion, and like an inverted head and shoulders kind of thing. But you could argue that you're seeing the pattern. But again, I think the neckline is too steep. But again, some will say it is, some will say it isn't. But still here, if we break that blue line, at that point in time, gold will be in favor of the Nasdaq. But also look at the underperformance by gold until now. Gold has underperformed by um, 86% compared, right? It's down 86% in relation to the Nasdaq. So for now, Nasdaq still, is in charge. But again, if we get that break, um, gold will do amazing things. And yeah, and that's actually what gold is needing. It needs to outperform the SPX and the NDX. That is the big ones and the two last remaining big players to outperform. Here we have gold divided by the Dixie, so we are measuring it against the DXY, the dollar index. Why do we do that? Well, we've actually had a period where gold is strong, right? It broke here in March 2024, but also the Dixie has been quite strong. However, gold has been the better play. So even though we've had a strong Dixie, gold has actually done better. Just like here, right, when we broke down there, again, gold did really well. And yeah, I think we're on the same path here. Right now, we're just fighting the triangle high, very normal stuff. And we could see a pause here and then we go higher. In worst case, we're going to see a major retest here. That will be a lot of fear in the markets, in my opinion, and it shouldn't only be gold that is in trouble at that point in time. But again, a little bit of a cup and handle play here, breakout. So um, the long-term trend is good for gold divided by Dixie. Short term, we could see some choppiness to downside there for it. Gold in world currency units. So here, gold is measured against the big basket. Again, the chart speaks for itself. 2018, and now we broke again in April 2024, going higher. So yeah, gold is up and in a bullish mindset long term for against most currencies. Could we see a little bit of a pause here or something like a pullback? Oh, for sure. Again, back to the other charts where you could see the big retest and all that, but still, the long-term trend is definitely in favor for gold ever since we broke that March 2024. This one here I have to invert because my chart is bugged. Gold divided by the M2 money supply. Again, this is inverted because, yeah, anyways, I have to do that. So um, gold is not just yet outperforming the M2 money supply, as you can see here. Not yet. We've had a third touch. We could pull back and then we go. Again, a lot of the charts that we're looking at today is actually pointing to that gold could be pulling back here. But that will be the last pullback, and then we will have major breakouts, in my opinion, versus a lot of stuff. So we will probably break on the fourth here. And then gold will definitely have a 50-year, roughly 50-year breakout against the M2 money supply. And when that happens, guys, again, it's going to be one heck of a show, in my opinion. So there's a lot of fun stuff there waiting. Gold divided by the housing markets. Same kind of thing here. 1980, 2011. We're going to tag it here for the third. We're going to pull back and we're going to break. So right now here, you can see we have a 10-year break as well. So yeah, gold is a better investment than real estate as we speak. Even the median, again, it's probably very area dependent and all that, but the median pricing, gold is a better play. Into a little bit of resistance here, you can see the 2020 highs here. So it's probably gonna need a little bit of time before it can break. But overall, uh, gold has broken this wedge pattern here to the upside. Gold is a better play. It really is. Gold divided by BAC, Bank of America. Little weird chart here, but again, overall major bull flag. And we are seeing some sort of wedge pattern going on here. Little nasty candle here the past month. Um, but but yeah, overall, I still think it's not as bullish. But again, if we can start to clear again that trend line there and getting back above, we might have a chance to go to the all the way up here in that big formation. Same thing, you could also argue again, major cup and handle play. So yeah, right now it is in a potential falling wedge here or bull flag. Again, it's very early and premature, so you don't really know. Um, but uh, but yeah, let's see how that one plays out. I think I have to invert this as well. Yeah, exactly. So this is, what is this? That is gold divided by global debt, global US debt to be exact here. Again, look at that trend line break here, all the way down, grinding, 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 and poof, gold is a better play than debt. Again, March 2024, you had gold breaking out on so many ratios and on gold itself. That was the big kickstart for gold, and yeah, we do have a little bit of a parallel going on here. You can see the highs in 1980 down to here, down to there, touching here. Excuse me, and then we will have some sort of resistance very close by here. Um, but overall, again, when you're having a trend line break like that, again, very skewed cup and handle. Again, so but it's still somewhat valid. Some people will say, but again, gold here is looking good long term. Short term, again, we could see a little bit of pulling back here maybe before we can finally break out uh, or have a little bit of an extra wobble when we touch it there. But still, yeah, gold doing well against debt. So that basically means that gold is better than bonds, right? Uh, to give like a parallel. Gold divided by Bitcoin. Bitcoin has done really well for the past few months here. Basically, ever since Trump got elected, crypto has done well. Look at that trend line. Again, if that breaks, gold will be in favor. Also, if we break down here, crypto will, or Bitcoin, but basically crypto will be a better play. So which one will win? This is the monthly candle, so you can clearly see when Trump won. There it is. Boom. That's when crypto started to outperform, and you also have a little bit of a bear flag here, actually. So yeah, crypto is actually the better play, it seems, especially if it breaks down here. Then crypto will do really well compared to gold. So yeah, let's see which way it goes. So overall, I think still gold long term looks incredible. We might be in for a pullback here or like a stalling kind of period for X amount of weeks, X amount of months, depending. Um, but uh, but yeah, the big breakouts has happened. So if you are, long term, 5 years, if you're looking 5 years down the road, you should be fine for gold. We are going to be a lot higher at that point in time, given the fact that we've been breaking so much stuff here. I can't wait to see gold break the SPX and the Nasdaq. That is when the big money rotates, I think, because the Nasdaq and the SPX has been such a huge performer for like 15 years that we would like to see some of that capital go into gold. So that's it, guys. That is my view here. Have an amazing, again, Thanksgiving, or just have an amazing day wherever you are. And yeah, like and subscribe, guys, here on YouTube, the X, Twitter, Substack, all that good stuff. Have a great day. Cheers, guys. Bye.